Good evening. Will you all rise for the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the roads we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Honored guests, parents and guardians, and friends of the graduating class of 2003. Tonight is the 112th annual high school commencement of the Vancouver Public Schools, and this is the 38th class to be graduated from Columbia River High School. At this time, I would like to introduce the guests on the platform this evening. They are Mrs. Randy Holland, Vancouver School Board member, Mr. Wayne Wonke, Senior Counselor, and Mrs. Marilyn Gaffrey, Associate Principal for Curriculum. I would also like to recognize the Columbia River High School faculty this evening who are sitting amongst our graduates, if they would stand. They are wearing their gowns and hoods. They're wearing their gowns and hoods representing their respective university, field of study, and degree program. At this time, I would like to introduce the first speaker for this evening. The speakers for this evening were selected amongst the senior class and the faculty. The first speaker will be Megan Crumpacker.
How many times do you wish you could have done something differently? Maybe in a football game. Why did you always go for the long pass when the short one was a sure thing? Or on a math test, why did you circle B when C was clearly a better choice? We have all made decisions that we wish we could change. Some of these decisions have impacted more than a football game or a math test. But now is not the time to look back and ask why. Now is the time to look ahead and ask, why not? As we sit here today as the first class to graduate from this J. Hoover Memorial Gymnasium, we remember all the times that we have spent here. Basketball games won and lost, PE classes, and countless assemblies. But there will always be one experience that will stick with me long after the others have faded. This past November, I was presented with an interesting opportunity for one of our upcoming assemblies. It was going to be unlike anything that I had ever been a part of. There was a man right here in our community who was about to receive his diploma from Columbia River High School. At the time, I had no idea of the profound effect this man would have on my life. Elmer Taylor was a World War II veteran, and he did not get the chance to finish high school. During his junior year in high school in Pensacola, Florida, he left to join the United States Navy and serve his country. Mr. Taylor went on to live an extraordinary life. He was married for 52 years, had 2 children, 6 grandchildren, and now even 3 great-grandchildren. He even scored a part in the hit movie Men of Honor as a captain in the Navy. Mr. Taylor was very successful by anyone's standards, but he had only one regret, that he didn't finish high school. I was fortunate enough to sit down with Mr. Taylor and hear firsthand accounts of such an astonishing life. I also feel very privileged to have helped him achieve one goal that he had longed for so many years. A graduation ceremony was held right here in this gym, much like this one today, where we celebrated Mr. Taylor's much-awaited commencement and welcomed him as an official alumnus of Columbia River High School. He later told me, with tears in his eyes, "I expected to get a diploma in the mail one day, nothing of this magnitude." The standing ovation and respect that the students of Columbia River High School gave to Mr. Taylor was unlike anything I had ever seen and something that I know I will never forget. Walt Disney once said, "All of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." Mr. Taylor's dream came true, and so can yours if you too demonstrate such courage and perseverance to make your dreams a reality. So think about this. Does graduating from high school mean as much to you as it did to Elmer Taylor? We often think of commencement as a ceremony that everyone automatically attends in June of their senior year. This, however, is not the case. We have all worked very hard to be here today and are very deserving of the diploma that we are about to receive. I take a great deal of pride in being a member of this graduating class because we have accomplished so much for ourselves. Besides our countless victories in all athletics, unsurpassable academic excellence, and numerous hours spent reaching out to the community, the leadership that this entire senior class has consistently demonstrated has raised the bar to an even greater level of excellence for the future classes to follow. Each and every one of you have helped to make Columbia River High School what it is today. Your contributions, small or large, is why we, the class of 2003, have indeed left our mark on this great school. So now, as we are about to begin a new chapter in our lives, take this opportunity to just be yourself. It's standing out and not being afraid to put yourself out there that will prove to be what matters in the long run. I wonder myself, what will I do to meet this challenge? Coaching legend John Wooden once said, "Ability may get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there." Because that individuality and character is what will introduce us to the ones we'll come to love the most. It will be what gets us that promotion, and it will be the reason that we will enjoy life. Our happiness is what is most important. It's not about pleasing those around us and becoming only the most highly respected doctors and lawyers. People often equate success with the most luxurious cars and the most lavish of homes, when it should be measured by the way you feel when you get up in the morning and your outlook on the day to come. Next year, we are all going in different directions. As we begin this long and uncertain journey, we must remember to always keep things in perspective and realize the important things in life. So here today, I challenge you to take chances, be an individual, show courage and perseverance, have fun, and never forget that you will always be a Columbia River chieftain. Class of 2003, family and friends, congratulations on this achievement, and I wish you the best of luck on many more. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce our next speaker, John Saragusa.
Good evening. So this is graduation. Isn't it funny how a momentous occasion like this can creep up on us so quickly? This time is supposedly the pinnacle of our high school careers, the very goal that we have exhausted ourselves for 4 years trying to reach. Yet as late as last Tuesday, in one of the last few strides in my symbolic marathon, this day seemed as distant and abstract as it did the very first morning of my freshman year. But a lot has changed since freshman year, and as a group, we've accomplished much. But what makes our graduating class exceptional is the fact that we are all unique. Each one of us can bring in the different experiences that we have had and contribute something new and invigorating to the community at large. As a population, we are vastly different. White, black, brown, Latino, Asian, straight, queer, punk, activist, foreign, native, and the list goes on. Some of us have toiled away in IB, burning the midnight oil to make the deadline for our last paper. Others have shown their athletic prowess on the field, winning championships for Columbia River. Yet still more have been involved in the various organizations like Natural Helpers and Dry River that reach out to the community. We have all distinguished ourselves in some way from the rest, and frankly, we're not all alike. But what does this mean? Every person sitting here with his or her own life experiences is part of the larger puzzle. Each member of our group of rugged, outspoken, and independent individuals represents a distinct part of a whole. Our different opinions, political ideologies, values, and ethics have combined to make our school a center for intellectual ferment. From our various divisions, we have been able to discuss, to learn, and to understand. I entered high school with set ideas about the world, how it is, was, and should be. But thankfully, I've been able to learn from those who are different from me, and it's made me a better person. And I sincerely hope that as you move on from high school, that you continue to express yourself, to trigger debate, and to listen to those who aren't just like you. Whether you realize it or not, that's what you've done in high school, and that is why you're leaving Columbia River as a better person than when you came. And it was right around here that I had originally planned to end my speech, praising how different we have all been in high school and how our differences can help us to individually contribute to the world in our own special way. But it was also right around here when I realized that I was wrong. We have all reached graduation in various ways, with various activities, various commitments, various motivations, goals, and accomplishments. But we've all reached graduation. There's an old Chinese proverb that says, "You can take many paths to the mountaintop, but no matter what, the view is always the same." And that's where we all are, in the same place with the same view. As we leave Columbia River High School for the last time today, we are all equals. It does not matter what you've done or haven't done here, what you've said or haven't said, the person you've been or haven't been. What matters is the contribution that you make from this point on. Wherever you go, be it college, the military, or the workforce, what will you do to be remembered? How is it that you are going to positively change the lives of others or affect change in the world in which we live? I encourage you to do something new. Experience the world. Visit a foreign country, or even an area of ours that you've never seen. Work to achieve something that matters, something that will impact not just you, but will also impact those around you, even those you've never met. And as you walk out these doors and down the paths of the new life that you are all just beginning, remember that it's your life, and it's the only one that you get. And the time is now to emerge into the world and to make a lasting contribution. Thank you.
All of the trials, successes, tears, and joy of 12 years of school have been focused on the events of the past 13 days. It's been an amazing 13 days where we've held the senior project presentations, prom, senior awards, International Baccalaureate Program awards, and this evening, commencement. I think we've set a new record. On June 10th, a special honors award program was held to recognize deserving seniors. We are extremely proud of the scholastic awards and honors given many members of the graduating class of 2003. In this class of 209 students, there are 78 honors students. The honor roll is comprised of those students who have earned an accumulative grade point average of 3.30 or higher during their 4 years in high school. You will note on your commencement program that these students have asterisks before their name. In further testimony of their performance, each student's diploma will bear an honor sticker denoting the degree of scholastic achievement. These students are also wearing gold honor cords this evening. In addition, those 18 seniors who are members of the National Honor Society are noted in your program. They are wearing blue and gold cords this evening. I would like to have these honor students stand, and I welcome your applause at this time for the outstanding achievements that they have accomplished in high school. Eight years ago, Columbia River High School added a new category for recognition. This unique group of 19 seniors are seeking the International Baccalaureate Diploma. I qualify this by saying seeking because they will not be notified of their scores, their test scores, until early July. I would like these 19 students to stand while I tell you what they have encountered in their quest for this full International Baccalaureate Diploma. These students must have taken 4 years of math, foreign language, science, English, history. They must have also taken 2 years of a sixth subject in addition to a course called Theory of Knowledge. They took 6 externally scored exams which will be evaluated in the following countries: Pakistan, Wales, France, Canada, Switzerland, Colombia, Uruguay, and South Africa. They also completed a 4,000-word essay of original research. These students are wearing a white cowl this evening. Please, once again, a warm welcome and applause for them. I would like to acknowledge another unique accomplishment achieved by one of our graduates. She achieved her Associate's in Arts degree from Clark College this spring as she simultaneously completed her graduation requirements with the Vancouver School District. I would like her to stand when I call her name, and I welcome your applause for Alyssa Hokalani Moikeha. At this time, I would like to ask the first 12 students in the front row to join me on stage. I would like to recognize the members of the class of 2003 who comprise the highest 5% scholastically based on their grade point average. Each of these outstanding students will receive a medallion recognizing their exceptional academic accomplishment. Please hold your applause until all honored students have received the award. First one is Megan. Megan Marie Crumpacker. Corey Delamarter. Caitlin Rochelle Delano. Renee Christine Hamilton. Molly Jo Hymas. Alyssa Hokulani Moikeha. Michael Ryan Schmidt. John Angelo Siragusa. Allison Marie Stoker. Rachel Louise Stoker. Ashley Nicole Van Allen. And Stephanie Whalen. Please give them a round of applause. It is now my pleasure to present the Citizenship Award. This is the 38th year the award has been given, and it is the highest recognition the faculty gives to 2 graduating seniors. Recipients of the past 6 years are listed in your program. The Citizenship Award is granted with the following points in mind. The recipients should demonstrate willingness and dependability, a democratic spirit, a high level of character, and work for the good of the group rather than oneself. The recipients of this award have their names engraved on the larger school plaque reserved for those honored right here. They will also receive an individual plaque. Will these 2 honored students please come to the stage when I read your name? The recipients of the Citizenship Award for the class of 2003 are Michael Schmidt and Megan Crumpacker. I was just noting to Megan and Michael that about 3 or 4 weeks ago I was over at Lakeshore Elementary and I was waiting for my son, and I looked over on the wall at this plaque, much like this one, the Citizenship Award. I start looking down the list and I'm seeing a number of students that I recognize over the last several years, and ironically, two names stood out. I think it was 95, 96, somewhere in there. That was Michael Schmidt and Megan Crumpacker. Some good things do last. Let's hope that continues. Every school year, around early May, I begin to think about how I may address the graduating class. I mulled over several ideas before I realized the answer was right there in my office, where I had placed it 4 years ago following my first meeting with this graduating class. It was sitting on a shelf on my desk with some other items that I used in my commencement address that very same year. What was it that was in my office? Some of you will recall. It was your toolbox. Some of you remember this. Graduates, if you recall, you are new high school students, and I, a new high school principal. Our first meeting was on a warm Tuesday evening, the day before your first day of high school. Your parents were meeting with the counselors, and I was visiting with you out in Chieftain Stadium. Out in the stadium, I spoke about the differences between grade school, middle school, and what you would be experiencing in high school. If you reflect for a moment on where you started 12 years ago, when you entered the first grade, there was great excitement around the idea of school shopping for the standard school supplies. At that point in 1991, you were looking for several things. I like to rely on props here. You were looking for the perfect lunch pail that would carry juice, peanut butter, and jelly sandwiches, banana, cookies that would nourish you. You were also looking for the perfect folder, peachy of course, but you also were extremely proud of your very own scissors. Of course, you couldn't hurt yourself. And your own very own 16-pack of Crayola crayons. Of course, those all go in your toolbox, right? Yeah. As you were preparing for high school, the same enthusiasm that you displayed as a 6-year-old was present. As you were interested in meeting your classmates, receiving your schedule, and exploring your new school. On that late evening, I spoke to you about the academic skills and knowledge that you would acquire over the course of your high school experience. I spoke of activity, athletic, music, and drama experiences that would enrich your high school career. And I spoke of the organizational skills, planning skills, leadership skills, and communication skills that you would develop and hone as you work through each year of high school. I asked you to view this rough-cut toolbox and think about what tools you would add to it as you developed as a student. At that time, the box, not much more different than this, was rough and needed a little sanding, somewhat out of square. It had plenty of room for new tools and old tools. Wasn't too flashy, but it certainly needed a little bit of personalization, perhaps your name and a little design on it. Look at your toolbox 4 years later. Has it changed? I said to you 4 years ago, pulling out my notes from August 31st, 1999, the question that I asked you, when you graduate in 2003, what tools will you have in your toolbox? A full set of tools, a toolbox to take with you, to create new opportunities, and to construct your future. Here you are, 12 years later, after entering the first grade, and you're moving on. You've graduated. You've graduated to lunch sacks that we hope are a little more flexible and understanding of the sacrifices that it took to fill them. Scissors that are sharper and able and willing to cut through the materials to construct a better future for themselves. Folders, got a few more pockets in them, full of information. And of course, the 128-pack of Crayola crayons that provides you with the many options with which you may color your future. They've got to go in the toolbox too. Graduates, as you add this diploma to your toolbox, I challenge you to look beyond these doors and look for those opportunities to educate yourself, improve, refine, strengthen, and to continuously retool. We are here 4 years later on a warm and celebratory June evening in a gymnasium that you have called home. It is your last day of high school, and it is fitting that you should be the first class to graduate under this roof. Parents, the result of your love, your discipline, your patience, and your humor are evidenced in the quality of the young adults seated before you. The Columbia River faculty and administration are proud to have assisted you in this important job of preparing your student for their future. And members of the graduating class, congratulations. The administration, faculty, and staff have enjoyed watching you change, grow, and construct your future. You will face challenges, disappointments, success, sorrow, and great joy. It is our wish that you will have the personal resources and strength necessary to face with integrity, dignity, and honor all that life has to offer you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mrs. Randy Holland, Vancouver Public Schools Board Member.
Well, good evening, and congratulations to all of you graduates, and to your families, and to the teachers who helped you find your way here. This is a great night for reflection, for celebration, and of course for a little appreciation. I wonder how many of you graduates have already received cards and gifts. Maybe a couple of you have received something really terrific, like a big trip or a car. And most of us don't get those things. I know I didn't get gifts like that when I was your age. My gift from my parents was a pair of suitcases, no airline tickets to go with it, and I still wonder what the message was. And then I got a gift from my next-door neighbors. I'd always thought they were like family. It was a third suitcase. And the only gift that I got that didn't suggest that I leave came from my one really brilliant girlfriend, a young woman that we knew would set the legal world on fire. And her gift to me was a book. It was this one. It's kind of small and dull. It is full of archaic language, the kind you would really rather ignore, but you probably ought to read out of courtesy to the giver. And so about 2 months later, I read the book. And then, not overnight, but over decades, this little book shaped my life. And when I married, my husband stumbled on it, and he read it. In fact, he kept it in his desk drawer in his office, and he read it frequently. And it shaped his life. And because of what it did for us, it influenced the lives of our children and other young people that we have mentored. This little worn-out, tacky-looking book. And I really hardly even had to read it. I could have stood it on an easel and looked at the title each day, and that would have been enough to change everything. The book is very old, and the message is ancient. The title of the book is As a Man Thinketh, and the message of the book is, As a man thinketh, so is he. Think about that a little bit. As a man thinketh, so is he. Every act of every man or woman comes from these wells of thought, and you each draw from your own wells of thoughts and dreams. Some of your ideas are very profound. They're made possible by the fact that you have been learning by experience and by others' teaching, bit by bit, day by day, over your lifetimes, so that every one of you has grown from a small 6-year-old with a small vocabulary, simple thoughts, and a very small box of crayons, into an adult who can complete CWP and a senior project and all of the other requirements, including math, somewhere between algebra and calculus. And sometime in the future, by the time you are watching your own kids graduate from high school, you'll have had 24 more years, approximately, of learning, all processed with a mature mind that can learn more and learn faster. So imagine, you have this expanding river of thoughts, your own stream of consciousness like a river coursing through a gorge. It is carving out your future, and it is shaping you. And in this time and this place, you have such an incredible opportunity. Look around you. I mean, even with limited tickets, you have this huge throng of well-wishers and mentors. And so in a nation like this, with all that goodwill and support and strength and affluence, you are able to determine your own streams of thought and make your thoughts become reality. In the minutes or the hours of your days, you can become brilliant, vocationally, spiritually, socially, emotionally, physically, or in all of those ways. You can be the MVP, the admired boss, the beloved spouse, the inspiring parent, by the very small choice, day after day, to think better. As a man thinketh, so is he. Or you can muddy your life or even destroy it if you choose, if you allow your stream of consciousness to be polluted by the destructive and the base and the bitter garbage that is available to you everywhere you turn. Base television, rude music, lewd magazines, unkind gossip, bigoted destructive talk. They are like a highly contagious plague. And when you see them coming, turn away. You wouldn't let anybody spit in your face. Don't let anybody do it with words either. Base talk and lies are not friendly or juicy conversation. They are friendly fire. I challenge you from this moment on to guard your thinking more carefully than you guard your possessions. Focus on what is honest, what is wise, and what is constructive, because your thoughts, like your daily actions, become habitual. They engage automatically when you're not on guard. Your habits of thought will determine whether you're in control of your world or whether the world is way out there beyond your reach. If you develop the habits of clear, intelligent, decent thinking, the world will come to you, because the whole world is looking for people it can trust to manage its wealth and its goodness. And whether you read this little book or not, you might remember it. As a man thinketh, so is he. Because you will become what you put into your minds and your hearts. Choose wisely. You and your future and your children will live with it for a long, long time. I hope that each of you receives a gift as meaningful as this little book, and that your futures will be filled with the thoughts that bring you wisdom and wealth and happiness. You have such a great start. As a class, you have already proven that you have tremendous ability and great heart through all your good works. So thank you for all your gifts of talent and goodwill. And thank you for giving all of us so many reasons for such hope in the future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of this evening's program is the awarding of the diplomas. This represents the sacrifices and efforts of many years. It also represents the hopes and dreams of both students and parents. I would like to present the 209 members of the 2003 graduating class of Columbia River High School. They have met the requirements of Columbia River High School and the Vancouver Public Schools and are recommended by the faculty and administration to receive their diplomas this evening. Let's give them a round of applause before we begin diplomas.
Which mic, does it matter? Or is it? Do I have to turn it on?
This mic.
Which microphone? Is it on? We ready? Megan Marie Crumpacker. Corey L. Delamarter. Caitlin Rochelle Delano. Renee Christine Hamilton. Molly Jo Hymas. Alyssa Hokalani Mohikea. Michael Ryan Schmidt. John Angelo Saragusa. Allison Marie Stoker. Rachel Louise Stoker. Ashley Nicole Van Allen. Stephanie Whalen. Stephanie Ann Dwinell. Sarah Danielle Garrett. Brittany Dawn Josephson. Lauren Nicole Ogilvie. Robert Douglas Andrews. Amy Marie Antisdale. Mark Lucas Ash. Manpreet Kaur Baines. Bryce Creighton Baird. Sarah Jean Baker. Allison Marie Barnett. Stacy Marie Beck. Chris Charles Bedrosian. Jessica Lynn Bell. Amanda Sue Bleth. Michael Sean Blount. Margarita Bodianska. Taylor Lee Bondurant. Melissa Kylene Bong. Kent Joel Bowen. Brandon Wayne Boyer. Sean Thomas Bresnahan. Mary French Brown. Christopher Joseph Castellano. Jamie Marie Clark. Heather Ann Clausen. Shane Scott Clemenhagen. Brandon David Quiddo. Ashley Michelle Colley. Sarah Beth Connell. Nelson Brian Cordova. Peter Thomas Cruz. James Brian Deegan. Miles Allen Delone. Ryan William Deming. Brian Christopher Denton. Stephanie Dawn Dishman. Chelsea Taylor Dixon. Ashley Lauren Dold.
Rosha Jeree Dollar. Holly Amanda Edwards. Stacy Lynn Ellifrit. Jesse A. Espinosa. Jonathan A. Fackler. Jason Lee Feeney. Michael James Fling. Cecilia Allison Fortner. Jennifer Elizabeth Fox. Matthew Wilson Freeland. Joel Ross Friedrich. Andrew Thomas Gaines. Jessica Marie Gandy. Nicholas James Giles. Armando Gonzalez Jr. Jake Gonzalez. Jeremy David Goodman. Autumn Dawn Green. Carly Brooke Greenberg. Rachel Lynn Greif. Glory Anna Gully. Sorry. Jason Jacob Gunlock. Sarah Claudette Guthrie. Keith Thomas Hamilton. Darcy Lynn Harshaw. Christopher D. Helgeson. Alexis Joy Hill. Ryan Mitchell Wong. Heidi Elise Hoff. Catherine Renee Holm. Sean Thomas Holmes. Tara Tracy Howell. Heather Denise Hughes. Heidi Nicole Houston. Hannah Allison Elarde. Sheena Marie Ingenthron. Nikhil Thomas Jacob. Shelley Marie Jacobs. Austin Matthew Johnson. Jessica Rose Johnson. Melinda Denise Johnson. Peter Anthony Jones. Travis Albert Jones. Brandon Michael Kays. Amanda Louise Kinman. Emily Louise Klump. Andrew James Kaler. Barth Ramaswamy Kamandan. Ashley Louise Langdon. Theodore Perry Law. Jonathan Thomas Lauterbach.
Tree Van Lee. Angela Chuckman Lee. Hannah Lee. Kenneth Kangman Lee. Kristen Lee Langvenis. David Lewis. Peggy Michelle Liljadal. Brianna Nicole Lindner. Jack Edward Livingston III. Thomas Edward Lowe. Casey Elizabeth Long. Nicholas Martin Longstad. Emily Lopez. Amber Marie Lyon. Karina Marcus. Brianna Nicole Matson. Nicole Marie Mall. Colleen Teresa McCann. Jessica Jean McCormies. Alex James McEwen. Allison Lee McKinney. Matthew Adrian Mickle. Brandon Lee Monroy. Matthew James Moore. Shauna Shalene Morris. Megan Diane Murdoch. Diana Faye Non. Kelsey Lee Nelms. Yu Chi Nu. Andrea Joanna Olteen. Christopher A. Osborne. He's out of order. Are you Matt? Attaboy. Matthew Glenn Norton. They are out of order. That's all right. I'll catch it. Yeah, Tiffany Monique Nodine. Caitlin? Caitlin Larissa Oser. Rachel Marie Otteson. Sarah Lynn Otteson. Gavin David Owens. Elizabeth Kuntz Patterson. Benjamin Cody Pearson. Justin Alexander Peavy. Tamara Jennifer Lynn Peavy. Tegan Maria Pinnell. Amber Lee Perkins. Brady Allen Phelps. Shira Lynn Pickett. Blake Thomas Plymate. Daniel Lloyd Poff. Joshua Daniel Porter. Douglas James Powers. Kelsey Lee Kwan. Megan Lee Raymer.
Daniel Graves Raukenstein. Jessica Rose Ray. Evan Richard Reiter. Jeffrey John Roberton. Rochelle Joy Robinson. Brittany Nicole Roche. Harrison Edward Rogers. Tyson Lee Royston. John David Sass. Sean Douglas Sevier. Anthony James Champagne. Jamie Marie Sheridan. Amy Mariko Shoji. Latricia Danielle Sims. Adam Lewis Simonson. Brandon Robert Skinner. Brett Allen Smedley. Daniel Warren Sparks. Dennis Julian Stan. Gillian Diane Steckler. Celeste Corinne Stegal. Cameron Ross Stewart. Colin Alexander Stewart. Nicole Marie Storm. Jessie Lynn Suzuki. Blake Wesley Sylvester. Yi Wei Tang. Joseph Wesley Tandler. Megan Nicole Taylor. Jason Dean Toma. Danielle Marie Thorpe. Tyler Nathan Tofty. Braden Michael Tomarup. Lindsay Christina Torrey. Taryn Marie Van Riper. Samuel Andrew Varhan. Pavel Pavlovich Vergulyanets. Svetlana Pavlovna Vergulyanets. Matthew Curtis Vignali. David Lawrence Walker. Michael Preston Weeks. Sean Patrick White. Christopher Williams. Benjamin James Wilson. Brittany Raquel Woodards. Stephanie Sean Woodward. Nikki Sabrina Delgado Rye. Benjamin James Yarborough. Chan Yim. Marlon David Fleischer.
Graduates, would you please stand? It's the moment we've been waiting for. We rehearsed it. Graduates, please move your tassels from the left to the right. Congratulations, graduates of Columbia River High School, class of 2003. Give them a round of applause.